there will be no charges for the killing of Breonna Taylor. Um, y'all know me. This case broke my heart from the start, like everybody else. Not so much like all the other cases, but this one I was like, okay, we got something here. They got to be able to charge them with something, and they couldn't. And I felt that way up until we read the 40-page leak. The documents with the jail recordings of Chop. I forgot his real name, but you know Chop. We remember the nicknames all the time. So, and in those documents, he said, yeah, she was handling money for us. So we find out she had something to do with the drug ring. And it ain't about her, but that dismisses the narrative that we got up front that they weren't supposed to be there. They were at the wrong place. Or what was the other narrative? The guy you're looking for is not even there. You already arrested him. But this was a ring, and they had 5 raised that night. Hers was number 4. They never even got to the 5th one because this happened. And the guy they was looking, the guy running the drug Chop, they got him, I think, in the 2nd raid. But they had packages going over to their house, which we thought wasn't true. Turned out to be true. So they were in the right place. But here's the thing. Let's get to the charges. No murder charge, no wrongful, no kind of, whatever kind of death charges they can come up with. No charges. There's a charge of wanton endangerment. I didn't know what the hell that was. But now I got an idea. So, under Kentucky law, a person is guilty of the crime when, under circumstances manifesting extreme indifference to the value of human life, he wantonly engages in conduct which creates a substantial danger or death or serious physical injury to another person. Now, wantonly, it's like deliberately. What is this charge? Okay, you got one cop coming through the door, madly. He gets shot. He returns fire. The second cop returns fire. The third cop returning fire is shooting through the patio window. The problem here is, as he's shooting through the patio window, the blinds are closed. He don't even know what he's shooting at. There's no line of sight for him. So this is reckless. And you got bullets flying in the other apartments. Hence the lawsuit from the neighbors on the city because of that. Now, no one got hurt, but this was dangerous. So he gets 3 counts of wanton endangerment. I was thinking about Chinese food. I was like, wonton endangerment. What this got something to do with COVID? I don't know. But he didn't have a line of sight. So that's reckless. You don't even know what you're doing. The cop that got shot coming through the door, they had a line of sight. Because he said, I saw the 2 figures in the hallway. And then he saw the barrel. And then he saw the flash and he felt the burn. They had a line of sight. The guy that got charged didn't. Now, I know a lot of people are pissed off that there can be no charges, but you just can't make up. You can't make it up. Benjamin Crump said something. Benjamin Crump said, the failure to charge any officer for killing Miss Taylor was outrageous and offensive. Now, see, we have a problem here. What he didn't say was it's unlawful. Why won't he say that? Because it's not unlawful. They were doing their job by being there. It was part of the investigation. We know this now. They weren't in the wrong place. and then they got shot at. But outrageous, whatever you want to make that out to be, because we change up words now and what they mean. But offensive, here's the key word: offensive. When you can be offended by anything, it's offensive. So Benjamin Crump thinks the officers should be charged because he feels some type of way or because people have feelings about something. It has nothing to do with the facts or the law or any of that. If you want to say, well, they shouldn't be able to do no-knock warrants, well, it wasn't a no-knock warrant, but let's say that. Let's say it was a no-knock warrant and they shouldn't be able to do no-knock warrants, right? Let's just say it was. You can't charge them because they shouldn't be able to do no-knock warrants. What you have to do is go through the process and get the laws changed. And then you can't come back and charge them once you get the laws changed. That's not how it works. But there is the Breonna Taylor law, which is no knock warrants. You can't charge them because you feel some type of way. You got to understand, this is not running off of feelings. You ran off of feelings with these other cases, and they overcharge these people, and when they beat them, you're going to lose your mind. When they beat these cases, you're going to lose your mind. Everybody going to lose their damn mind and run around the streets tearing up everything. But get out your feelings. The cops knocked on the door. Now, let's work with this narrative. Breonna was in her bed. She wasn't. She was in the hallway. Kenneth was in the hallway. He shot from the hallway. Get that? So, but they knocked. Kenneth says Breonna asked, who is it? Cops say they didn't hear a response. Kenneth say they didn't hear a response. So what are we dealing with right here? We're dealing with a tragedy. It's very unfortunate. Unfortunately, Breonna Taylor was mixed up with some people she shouldn't have been mixed up with. Should she be dead for it? No. But also, there was no target put on her to shoot her because of it. But they had to come to the house. The house popped up too many times in the investigation. They got them going in the house on camera, bringing out packages. And then to later confirm there was something going on with Breonna Taylor, he says on the phone, Chop, he says on the phone to his baby mama that Breonna was handling our money. That's why the cops would be there. They got the guys. They got the drugs. Maybe let's look for the money or see if some packages here. We noticed it comes here. So that's one of the raids. I don't even know where the fifth raid was supposed to be, but whoever was there, there was one guy that didn't get arrested. Maybe it had something to do with where he was at. I don't know. But we got to get out of our feelings with this. And this man talking about it's offensive. Look, you can't charge people with offensive. What's crazy is I'm trying to figure out Kenneth and Breonna are in the hallway. He shoots. I'm sure he's not shooting from behind her. He's in front of her. She's behind him. He shoots. They start shooting. He leave her? He don't grab her and jump out the way with her? He shoot and leave? She take all the bullets, which they said was 8, but now it's 5. One report says 6. Oops, excuse me. We heard anywhere all the way up to 9 shots. But they're saying 5 or 6, which is still a lot, to tell you the truth. It didn't have to go down this way. But what do? Do you really charge them with murder for the mistake so you can go through court, lose the case because you have no evidence, and then get sued by the cops and lose a lot more money? Now you do got the $12 million lawsuit where you got people saying, well, if they did nothing wrong, why would they pay out $12 million to the family? We don't know. Probably because they felt it was offensive. Who knows why they paid it out? They didn't have to admit they did something wrong. I want to see the rest of the evidence. But we knew they wasn't going to get charged, especially when state of emergency was called, yesterday in Louisville. Before this even happened, they started boarding up everything. It's crazy. Now, y'all know later in the week, we do the live stream where we show a bunch of stuff dealing with this, and we going to break it down. And I already seen some stuff that was hilarious, but trying not to be too funny, you know what I'm saying? You can't, what can you do? You got the charge. He probably won't do jail time. If you do, what can he get? At the max is 5 years for each charge. There's 3 counts. So max 15. I think they're gonna settle. It's gonna be a plea, no jail time. But we're about to go nuts. And the problem is, it's all about feelings. You gotta deal with the facts. You gotta deal with the facts. This is not the case of a Tatiana Jefferson. This is totally different. Stop comparing this to a Tatiana Jefferson. And I'm happy they charged that cop with murder. But that's gonna come down. I mean, he will get jail time, but the charges they gonna reduce the charges in that one. Ask me why at a later date.